Babe, do you want to order out for dinner?
I'm busy. Some people are using Mbappe on in PSG to beat me here on FIFA.
Babe, do you want
But
do you want to have sex?
not right now, I'm busy. Some people are still using Mbappe right on PSG to beat me on FIFA.
Babe,
But
Nigerians and South Africans are fighting on Twitter.
when two countries are fighting on Twitter, it's always a sight to behold, given that we have the luxury of exchanging memes and not missiles. But whenever it's Nigerian Twitter and South African Twitter, it might as well be nuclear bombs. So, how did we get here? It's definitely not because of jollof rice, since we obviously can't afford that anymore.
Rice. You complain about unemployment, rice. Yes. You complain about the fact that we are hungry, rice. We say we want to protest, rice. You say you don't have medical facilities, rice. You say you don't have good schools and good teachers, rice. You say minimum wage, rice. It's rice.
This time, it's over a beauty pageant of all things. But let's start from the very beginning of this international incident, which stars two young, beautiful models, two warring fractions on social media with intense hate for each other, the likes of which I have not seen since The Simpsons season 1, episode 5. I tell you, this saga has allegations of stolen identity, racial undertones, colorism, get out of my countryism, which is slang for xenophobia, and my personal favorite, unholy, disrespectful Twitter insults, the likes of which you've never seen before. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Our story begins with a young South African model, Chidimma Adetshina, who qualified for the finals of the 2024 Miss South Africa beauty pageant. You see, South African born and raised model's nationality came into question because her father is a Nigerian and her mother is reportedly from Zimbabwe. We don't know how it started, but I imagine someone somewhere said, hold up, hold up, hold up. That name doesn't sound South African. Well, who is she? Where is she from? From there, these allegations start to snowball and grow and grow and grow until the pressure caused a social media gasket to burst over in South Africa. I would imagine that due to the public pressure, perhaps some of the organizers of this beauty pageant questioned Chidimma's nationality and reportedly called for an investigation into Chidimma's citizenship. At this point, we must introduce the second participant in this tragic comedy, the South Africans. Well known for their iconic statesman Nelson Mandela, vuvuzelas, and their chief export and gift to the comedy world, Trevor Noah, and least I forget their national rugby team. Now, if you know anything about Nigerian Twitter beefs and our clashes with South Africa, which are legendary to say the least, but this time things are getting heated, way too heated for my liking. And like I said, I don't know who raised the alarm about Chidimma's qualification for the finals, but we do know that South African Twitter and Nigerian Twitter are at each other's throats. We're seeing tweets like, she's a Nigerian, she can't possibly represent South Africa, this is identity fraud, none of our parents are from South Africa, Nigerians are criminals, go back to your country, blah, 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 blah. And if you know one thing about Nigerian Twitter, they are gonna shoot back. Yes, you should at us, we will shoot back. Ooh, and you should have seen the responses. Nigeria took a break from the nationwide protests and they went in. However, in the midst of all the back and forth, Chidimma decides to pull out of the competition. The model released a statement clearing the air about her difficult decision. And I read, Being part of the Miss South Africa 2024 competition has been an amazing journey. However, after much careful consideration, I have made the difficult decision to withdraw from the competition for the safety and well-being of my family and me. With the support of the Miss South Africa organization, I live with a heart full of gratitude for this amazing experience, she reportedly shared on Instagram. And I wish that were the end of the story so I could go back to watching the English dub version of Attack of the Titans Season 1. But over the weekend, a winner emerged as one of the finalists was crowned Miss South Africa 2024 and hit the poof.
Our brand new Miss South Africa 2024.
On social media, as Nigerians came out with their virtual pitchforks and torches at the ready, chief amongst them, the African giant, the man whose hustle so he won't be like Brimo, the man who turned down $5 million Dubai money just because the sheiks wouldn't let him smoke a bowl, music extraordinaire and scourge of South African social media, Burna Boy tweeted this. Other reactions from all nooks and crannies online also started to emerge. Some pro-Chidimma, some anti-Nigerian, others addressed the seemingly hypocritical actions of the South Africans by crowning someone whose ethnicity is not from Africa, which is weird because they are white South Africans, but that's their opinion, not mine. You see, our third actor entered Mia LaRue, and honestly, I feel for the young lady. That's not just how I wasn't laughing my ass off at some of the reactions to her win. I also came to find out that she has a hearing disability. So, sincerely speaking, congratulations to her. Some of the comments about her were just vile. I mean, come on. That's just hate. But all jokes aside, South Africa is a multi-diverse pot of different people from various ethnicities. I'm no expert when it comes to South African heritage and history. I am uneducated at best when it comes to who Mia is and where her parents are from. I wish both women the best in life. But I will tell you one thing. When I was a kid, my mother showed me a picture of the map of Africa, and she said, Africa is shaped like a gun. See, Nigeria is the trigger, and South Africa is the nozzle. So while it might be fun to air out your opinions about this controversy, go back and forth with your Southern and Western African neighbors on these social media streets, don't forget, this is not what the late great Nelson Mandela fought for. This hate amongst ourselves. At the end of the day, it's one Africa. But that don't mean I won't laugh though.